Okay, so Diego obviously not being the best 3 games in a row really to have at this stretch of the season. How are you keeping morale high at this point?
I think the team knows that we are in the decisive games. I think I see a very good spirit today in training. I felt the Vegas game hit us hard, and we were a little bit lingering last week about the Vegas game. I think second half we shift mentality on the last game, and today I can see a team again like back to normal.
Yeah, obviously, for someone who's been so pivotal, these last few games has been a little bit rough for Rocco with the 2 goals conceded late against Vegas, with the nature of that own goal against Monterey Bay. How is he doing mentally at the moment?
For a keeper, it's always tough when you make mistakes, and I think like we have games in a short time. We were talking also about the Orange County game, the foul game, and then came the Vegas and Monterrey. So I think it's very important in a keeper the capacity to shift gears and to recover the confidence. Rocco has played at a high level, and I feel like he's going to be able to shift gears and be the Rocco that the team needs and that has given us a lot of points during the season.
After the match, we talked about Herrera. He had a great game and goal for them, but did you like the chances that you were seeing and getting on offense?
Yeah, I think it's the game that we had the most shots, 23 most shots inside the box. Also, in shots, I felt like the team generated more than enough. Herrera was fantastic, not only on the save that he made, but also how he dominated the area on the crosses. He came out to get the ball a few times in key moments in set pieces. So I think had a great game, but this is part of the game. No, we need to focus. As I said, also we need to focus on what we can focus, and also it's true that we gave 2 goals too easy. That even though Herrera had a great game and we didn't give those two goals, we came with the 3 points.
And the offense has really been kind of clicking the past few games, even though it may not result in wins. But has offense been really a key point in practice, or is it just kind of the way the game's unfolding?
We have been working on the offensive side of the things, because obviously we were pretty lucky in defensively. Right now we need to go back to not concede, to have clean sheet backs, and I think we are generating good chances, good shots. Right now we are being the team on the league that is underperforming most their expecting goals. So that means that we are getting there, and goals are going to come. We're in a good place offensively. For us, the focus and what we are talking is like, okay, we improve offensively, but let's go back to lock our own goal and make sure that we are a solid team, and 1-0 can be enough for us to win a game.
Since he arrived, what's been the thinking process on your end in terms of the role that you're asking Charlie to play in the midfield?
No, he has played that 8 on the role. I think he's been consistent with that role, and it was a role that when we have a conversation, he felt very, very comfortable. He felt that's his best position on the field, and I think we have been seeing Charlie on a good trend, improving little by little, and doing things better on the field. I think he was really good against San Antonio. He was very good also in the moments that he came against Orange County, and then on Vegas did a solid job in the role that he needed to do. The other game, I think he grew with the game. I think first half more mid performance, but as the rest of the team, not different. And then in the second half, he picked up. At the end, obviously, we needed to put everything that we have on the attack.
Is it kind of frustrating sometimes as a coach that maybe one thing is working really well in one game, but it's not really working well in the other game? Sometimes the offense is good, but the defense might kind of lack, and then the next game might be the defense is good, but the offense is kind of lacking. Is that kind of frustrating for you?
It has been frustrating, I would say, how we lost the last 2 games. It's always frustrating, not only for the coach, but for for the team as well. I think the team was performing well. I think against Orange County we have not much to say. I would say it wasn't our best game. But then, as I said, like against Vegas, due to the situation of the team, with the travel, with the heat, we did what we needed to do against a team in a very good form, and you feel like you lost the game in the last 2 minutes in the game with mistakes, and that creates frustration. And then against Monterrey also, you concede on the minute 15 on a rebound, and the second one an own goal, and that creates frustration, because that makes you feel like the team is lost a little bit of moral, and you lost a little bit of moral, and then you analyze performance a little bit from a more objective situation, and we feel like result could be different. So it's important for us to go back to perform. And now we are in a situation that we need the points, we need to win games, and what we need to try is to forget a little bit that frustration and move forward, because if we keep relying on or relinquish on Vegas and relinquish on Monterrey, we are not going to be in a good place for Wednesday. And this is what we did as a staff first, and I see the team that he did it today as a team, so move forward.
Looking at the next 2 weeks, what's the timeline looking like for Marga and DJ in terms of going away on international duty?
They have been called up. Maybe we have them for Wednesday. Maybe we have some, maybe we don't have some. Not much information that we want to give in that term regarding possible lineups against New Mexico.
So how would you describe then the relationship between you guys and the international federations in terms of working on things with this when you've got big games and international call-ups as well?
Every federation does it in a different way. I think what I can say is that the players have been wanted to stay for the games, and but then also federation has their own needs and their own situations. So it's different case by case.
Kind of piggybacking off that, what's the fitness of the team like going into quick turnaround against a really good New Mexico team?
Yeah, everybody's good, but Gabby that came injury last game with the hand. He has a broken bones, 2 broken bones, so he's gonna need hand surgery. Apart from that one, everybody is fit.
Do you know how long? I was gonna say how long he might be out. If you make the postseason, could he come back if he maybe wears a cast on?
Yes. Since it is on the hand, we don't expect it that it's gonna be very, very long. But also we need to see how the surgery goes on this week.
Do you think Fede will be available then for Wednesday?
Yeah, Fede is gonna be available for Wednesday and Saturday.
Do you think getting off to really kind of a fast start against New Mexico, obviously they scored a lot of goals. Do you think scoring that first goal will be the key in this match, or are there kind of other things you're looking out for?
Yeah, I think to make sure that we start locking. I wouldn't say scoring the first goal. Scoring the first goal it will be wonderful, but also do not concede. We have conceded in the first 15 minutes of the game in 3 of the last 4, if I am correct. So that for us is going to be an important topic coming up for New Mexico game.
Bringing up there, obviously conceding the first goal. Pretty sure that in the games you've conceded the first goal this season, you haven't won a single one. What do you think has been the struggle there that's just prevented you from coming away with 3 points after going behind early?
Yeah, I think we have struggled during the whole season on that. I think we have not one game earlier that happened and give you confidence as a team, like okay, you concede and then you can still turn it around. Also, I think it's a situation that we talk as a team, and that I think it has been one of the weakest. I will say, like, we have conceded 1 goal. Let's keep going. Let's keep pushing, and it has taken us some minutes after conceding the goal to be able to wake up and to play back again, and sometimes has been too late. That was happened, I think, against Orange County and against Monterrey, that the goals kick us down for a little bit, and then when we react, it was a little bit too late. And other games, maybe we don't concede the second one, but still, we lost some moments offensively, and then when we wake up, it's a little bit too late. So it's a working piece for the team. Like, can we concede and still go for it? Like, get over right away instead of being in a coma state for a while.
Obviously, New Mexico high up the table, but Sacramento showed just how fallible they can be at times. What do you think Sacramento really exploited in that big win against New Mexico?
I think Sacramento was very intense that game when they were pressing, and the moments that New Mexico was starting, they were aggressive, and then also they defended well when they needed to defend and be in their own half.
Should have asked this earlier, but with Gabby kind of being out with the hand, is anything going to change with his role, or is it kind of going to be business as usual in that part of the field?
No, it's gonna be business as usual. Gabby is not available, but we have players that are ready to do that role, whether it's playing with a more natural back four or whether it's Amy coming back to that role.
So Wednesday might be a big game with playoff implications, but it's also one where there's a lot of animosity between these two teams over the years. How much do you think that side of the game plays into it as well?
For us, for the team, what I can say is like we have a lot on the table for us. It's a big game for the playoff contention right now. Every one of the 4 games that we have left are very important, and this is the main thrill. If, on the other hand, we can give the happiness or bring the happiness to the joy to our fans because we beat a rival, then even better.
Obviously, having an extended road trip now at this time in the season, some coaches like it because of the control they can have over the daily regimen of the players, but also not being here in front of your own fans. Do you see that as more of a positive or a negative at this point in the season?
I feel that honestly, I feel that it's tricky, the schedule. I don't really understand why there is a midweek game for so many teams when there is an international window break, where many teams, it's not only us, but many teams have players going out, and then is when you have a midweek game, which make it complicated, not only for us, but for other teams, and also like some teams have game on Wednesday, and some teams don't have, and then you go Wednesday, Saturday. Some teams, some other teams doesn't. Some teams didn't play Saturday even, and so I obviously it's many things that consider into factor. But I felt like for the last games of the league, the most even conditions that you can find on the league is the better. The later, if you have a longer trip or not a longer trip in your on the road, that's things that happen during the whole season. But I will say that as much as even schedules, the league can achieve on the last game for the better for everybody, and also the less games that you can put when there is international break. I think we all agree that is the better for the league. Every fan wants to see the best players on the field as much as possible.
Building off of that, obviously New Mexico didn't play on the weekend, so they're coming in fresher than you guys are. Oakland won't be playing in midweek, so they're going to be fresher than you guys are for that game. How much do you think fatigue on your side could play into this week?
I think fatigue plays a side. You cannot, obviously, if you play Wednesday, Saturday, and you have a trip, and then you play Friday, Wednesday, has an involvement, but I feel like the team is ready. We have a lot on the plate, so I think the mental side can overcome the fatigue, and this is what what we are going to put on. It's again on Wednesday. We have recovered well for Wednesday, and on Saturday we have shown also that we can compete. We have the same situation last week on the Saturday features, and it was just the last 2 minutes that decide the game. So we are ready for it, and moving forward for the games. We're looking forward to play on Wednesday. We are looking forward to play on Saturday. So we will deal with the fatigue afterwards.
And then obviously on Saturday's games, Tulsa losing to El Paso, but San Antonio beating Sacramento. Do you think that the slate of games has improved or worsened your chances in terms of the playoff hunt?
I think has put everything like kind of similar, like how it was. We still control our own destiny, which is better than if Tulsa won and we didn't control our own destiny anymore. So I felt that it's on us. It's not until we lost the control. Like the situation is good for us because we can dictate what happened.